It's still real to me, damn it!
Yo, what up, F.A.P Nation? This is F.A.P Reactions back with a different video today. We're going to do a prediction video to good old Fastlane, WWE's next pay-per-view. Probably going to be pure garbage. But we still have to do a prediction video before we give you that reaction video. So we'll start off with the pre-show match. We have a 2 out of 3 falls U.S. title match. Kalisto defending his title against Alberto Del Rio. Ryan, who you got?
I got Kalisto for this one. Don't think he's going to lose the title that quickly, even though he did the first time. But yeah, I got Kalisto for this one.
I got Kalisto as well. I can't see him losing the title that quick again, just like Ryan said.
I got Kalisto because it doesn't make sense for him to lose the title.
I also have Kalisto. I'm not going to be different because I'm not risking losing the predictions. But it's pretty obvious that Kalisto's
I might add, Del Rio will get a fall in there. It will be two.
Oh, yeah.
It will be two. Well, MVP beat Benoit. He beat Benoit. He beat him all. He beat him twice in a row.
That is true. All right, in one of our bathroom break matches, we have a 6-man tag teams snoozer match between the Wyatt family against Kane, Big Show, and Ryback. Kevin, we'll start with you this time. Who you got winning?
I'm going with the Wyatts just because I don't want to see Ryback win a match.
I am also going with the Wyatts. Ryback, Kane, and Big Show got nothing going for them. Wyatt's the only ones that do. This is a bathroom break match. This is brutal.
I'm actually going to go with Ryback, Kane, and Big Show. I really am. Because, well, I'll get into that later. I'll get into it later. Why the Wyatts are not going to win this match. So I'm going to go with Ryback, Kane, and Big Show as my winners.
I'm going to pick the Wyatt family. I am going to be rooting for Big Show. Fuck Kane and Ryback. I don't give a shit about them.
Good point.
I'm going to be rooting for Big Show because he really touched my heart on that Stone Cold podcast. He had me tearing up.
That was good.
So I'm rooting you on, Big Show, but you're not winning this match. Right? In one of our 2 Divas matches, we have a tag team Divas match of Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch, 2 stars from NXT now on the main roster, taking on Tamina Snuka and Naomi. Snowden, we'll start with you this time. Who do you got winning this match?
I'm going to go with Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks because fuck Naomi and Tamina.
Ryan, who you got?
I got Becky and Sasha because they're just going to win it. Team Bad just has nothing going for them.
This is their bad.
Yeah.
Sasha and Becky because I'm in love with Sasha, so that's my reason.
I'm going to go Sasha and Becky because they're obviously setting up the Triple Threat Divas match, but I think we can all agree the real losers of the match are the viewers. Up next we have probably the fan dream. It'll be the 3rd time these 2 face, first on Raw, second on SmackDown. It's 1 apiece. Who's going to win between AJ Styles, the phenomenal one, and Chris Jericho? Ryan, who you got?
I'm going to go with Styles. I just think Styles is going to win his first pay-per-view match besides the Rumble. So I'm going to go with Styles.
I'm also going Styles. They can't kill his push. Debuts the Royal Rumble. He loses at Fastlane. What else is there to do for him?
Exactly. Styles is going to win. There's just no question.
I'm going to take Styles, but I wouldn't be shocked if The Miz has something to do with this match.
Good point.
If The Miz has something to do with this match, I'm leaving.
I will say this, though. He has impressed me.
He's been pretty good.
He has impressed me lately.
Did he go against Jericho or Styles on...
On Raw, he faced Jericho.
It's a good match.
Good match on Raw.
Yeah, he's gotten better. I will give him that.
His match with Jericho and Styles on SmackDown was actually pretty good, too.
In our first title match, we have the newly crowned...
Second title match, U.S. title match.
Oh, good point. That's why we're all here. the newly crowned Intercontinental Champion, Kevin Owens, 2-time champion, defending his title against Dolph Ziggler. Kevin, we've seen the rivalry get heated up. Who's going to win this matchup?
I think Owens is going to win just because I just don't see the title being taken off of him, a week later? I don't know. That's just
look at Christian's broke up the title ring.
Look at Kalisto.
I know.
Rey Mysterio lost the title in the same Raw.
I know, but it's just different with Owens to me. I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense.
I also got Owens. There's nothing going for Ziggler. Ziggler's, as much as I love him, there's nothing going for him. Last thing he did was won the Survivor Series match. So Owens.
Wow, it's been that long.
That's been a while.
Honestly, I'm stuck here. But I'm gonna go with Owens. I think Ziggler could win though. But I'm gonna go with Owens.
I'm gonna go Owens, but I don't think it's gonna be clean. I think, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a DQ.
Yeah.
But I'm saying Owens is walking out with the title because I'm starting to think they're gonna do something with Owens, Jericho, Styles, and Ziggler.
You think they'll have
Yeah.
they're gonna have a multi-man match.
I'm just getting that vibe from them.
Might even throw Zayn in there.
Maybe, and they're working Miz in there. Maybe it's a 6-way. Who knows what they got planned?
But they've been really emphasizing like the record that Owens had against Ziggler.
Yeah,
remember he was like 9-0.
They've really been talking about how much he's won.
Yeah, and then Ziggler's beat him. So Ziggler could. Who knows? Ziggler could win that.
In another bathroom break matchup, we have the Divas title on the line. Still the Divas, shamefully. We have Charlotte defending her title against the soon-to-be-retired Brie Bella. Ryan, who you got winning this matchup?
I gotta go with Charlotte. Although, I wouldn't mind Brie winning, honestly. I wouldn't mind her winning. But I'm gonna go with Charlotte. Just in hopes for the Divas match at Mania to be good. So, I'm gonna go with Charlotte.
I'm going Charlotte, too. I just want Brie Bella to retire, man.
Yeah.
The less I gotta hear that Brie Mode theme song, the better.
That is a good point.
They're leading into the triple threat between Sasha and Charlotte and Becky, so Charlotte has to win.
Charlotte's winning. I can't stand the Bellas, and
Retweet.
yeah, the triple threat's gonna happen. So
I'm gonna say this. I'm probably least looking forward to the entrances in the actual matches because I just can't stand that terrible Mario Kart version of a Brie Mode song, and it is
Brie Mode!
But I'm gonna go Charlotte because I think they are gonna do the 3 Diva matchup.
Yeah.
Maybe one day it'll be a 3 women's matchup.
Yeah.
We'll have a women's title.
Hopefully.
But in our main event, not our last prediction though, we do have a few more little tiebreakers to throw in there. The last matchup, the main event. Who will go on to WrestleMania to face Triple H for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship? We have Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns versus Dean Ambrose. Snowden, we'll start with you. Who's winning and why?
You made a good point earlier. Brock has a better chance of losing than Ambrose does, but Reigns is winning. They've been planning it since the end of 32. It's Reigns.
Ryan, who you got winning then?
I don't know whether I should be bold here to win the predictions, but I'm gonna go with Reigns. Yeah, Brock has the smallest chance of winning. This leads to my Wyatt family prediction earlier. The Wyatt family's gonna interfere in this match to set up Brock and Bray at Mania. So that's why I think the Wyatts might lose earlier in the night. Just so it's like, you know.
Yeah.
So they still have something to do. It's not like they're just done. Yeah, exactly.
I got you.
So I think Reigns is gonna win. Ambrose could win. He could, but I'm gonna go with Reigns.
I think there's no chance of Brock or Ambrose winning. To be honest, I just think Reigns is gonna win. They've been setting up for so long now.
Yep.
I don't know. I just think it's so obvious.
You know what? It is obvious, but I'm a gambling man.
Ooh.
I like to press my luck. Since the table's got Roman Reigns, I'm going to go with Roman Reigns. It's pretty obvious.
I thought you were going to pick Ambrose.
It's pretty obvious Reigns is winning. Like you said before that once they kind of stick to something, they're a little hard-headed.
After 31, they said Reigns versus Lesnar was going to be the main event, and it was. Right after 32, they were hitting that Reigns Triple H, so that's where we are.
Yeah. We have 3 bonus questions considering we're all on the same page with it. Since Fastlane is that snoozer C+ pay-per-view that it normally is, we need to shake things up. So there is a segment on the show with the New Day on the
Edge and Christian
the Cutting Peep Show,
Something
Peep
like
Show's Cutting Edge, whatever.
I forgot.
Whatever it's called. But that means there is no tag match. Does the New Day have a tag team match on this show?
An impromptu tag match.
I'm gonna go no. I'm gonna go no, they don't.
I'm saying they don't either. No way.
I was gonna say no. I don't really have a reason. I don't think they are. I don't know.
You know,
I don't think they would do that.
it doesn't really. I'm a bit confused when it comes to it because we see the
Yeah.
Dudleys and the Usos having a feud, but they don't even have a match.
Oh yeah.
Who is the New Day even feuding with then? Like that's what's starting to throw me off.
I think this might be a long shot. I think it turns into a tag team turmoil at WrestleMania.
That would be
that
nice.
is
Dudley's
oh,
Usos
yeah.
with.
A special team we'll mention in a second.
Yep.
We'll mention them in a
Yep,
second.
we'll mention in a minute.
Good point.
You know what? This time I'll actually press my luck. I'm gonna say they do have an impromptu
Yeah.
match.
Okay.
I don't know if it's gonna be for the tag titles, but they will have a match on the card, not with Edge and Christian,
Yeah.
obviously. But that brings us, since we're on the tag team topic,
Yeah.
we'll start with Kevin this time. There's been a certain NXT team who's been having a bit of matches on WWE live shows, and they're known as being a bit harder than the people that they face. Will Enzo and Cass debut on Fastlane to set up a feud with the New Day? Kevin.
I kind of hope not. Like, I mean, I love them, but like, Fastlane is just such an
Soft.
exactly.
Yeah.
But I'll say yeah. I say yeah that they're gonna interfere
Okay.
somehow or something. Yeah.
I would like to save the debut for Mania or the Raw
That's
after.
what I mean. Yeah.
But Enzo and Cass, one of my favorite tag teams, if not my favorite tag team right now. I'm saying yes, they're debuting. And you can't teach that.
I'm gonna say yes, just because the segment seems useless otherwise.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
You know.
I don't. I could see him, but I can't see him. I want him to. Obviously,
Yeah.
they're a great tag team, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
You don't think
To
so?
be honest, it's probably gonna be the typical WWE that we're gonna get. Though
Yeah.
I'm sure like the Usos will come out, and then like the Dudleys will come out, and that'll be the impromptu match that I was talking
Yeah.
about. I don't see it. I want it to. Maybe they'll save it for the Raw after Mania, but maybe they won't. I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe the Raw after Mania is more for a singles star. That brings us to our last tie-breaking question.
This is gonna be actually.
This is a tough one.
The tiebreakers are what's gonna set us apart, especially with you because you
I went different.
Yeah,
I
so
went
like
different, and we had different answers on the yes and no.
yeah,
You picked right back in a big show that we all
True,
tried.
true.
Yeah,
I
that
think
is-
that
is true. But this one,
I might be fucked.
this that is a good point. You might want to go back and edit that.
Nah, I'm not gonna. I'm sticking to my guns.
This one, are we doing exactly on it? Are we doing closest to?
Closest.
I think we should
I'm
do
gonna
closest.
say
Like we shouldn't do like if you go over, you don't get it. I think we
I'd
should do the closest
I'd say,
one.
I'd say the closest to, and
If it's the same amount, if you
the-
go over, then you
yes,
lose.
closest to the same amount. Say
So say it's like 8, and then I picked 9, and Ryan picked 7.
he wins. Yeah.
He wins.
Well, the question is, since we're saying these random numbers, is the mayor of Suplex City
Yep.
is in the main event tonight, and we know how he loves to send his opponents to Suplex City, bitch.
I hate that. That is so cringeworthy.
How many suplexes will Brock Lesnar hit in the main event of Fastlane? Kevin, we'll start with you.
I'm saying 10.
Ooh, is it 5 apiece, you said, or?
I don't know. I just think he's gonna throw a random suplex and it's gonna just turn out to be 10. That's just what I think.
I'm thinking he's hitting 9, mostly on Dean Ambrose. Reigns is in there to look strong. Ambrose, I think, is the throw-in. He's the guy to get pinned, and he's the guy for Brock to beat down. 9.
Ryan?
12. He's hitting
Ooh.
12. Because that was a good point. I was actually gonna go with 9, and then you said he's gonna hit a lot on Ambrose. He's gonna hit a shitload on Ambrose. So I'm gonna go with 12.
I'm gonna say 7.
7.
Ooh,
That's
okay.
probably the
I'm gonna-
safest bet, honestly.
I'm not trying to lowball it because it is still risky at the same time.
Mhm.
But I just think if thinking logically, if it's Reigns and Ambrose
Yeah.
as best friends and Lesnar,
Yeah.
and I mean I know they kind of teased the Reigns Ambrose
that's great.
fighting a little bit, but they should be doing most of the damage because I think that makes Brock look strongest. That he's getting his ass kicked by the 2 top guys,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then just starts throwing them around like crazy.
Yeah.
Also depends if the Wyatts do interfere or if anyone interferes.
Could he hit more
It-
suplexes
it-
on them? Probably
it-
not. I think
That's
they
still
just
in the
take them out.
match. That will count.
That's absolutely it'll count, and that might favor Ryan, who's
It's very
got the higher-
interesting. Very interesting. These
Just
the tiebreakers are really gonna
Yeah.
what's gonna set us
Triple
apart.
threat is no DQ.
That
Yep.
is true.
Yeah.
That is a good point. So that is it for our Fastlane to being put to sleep pay-per-view matches predictions. This is not the last prediction video we will have. We will be throwing out prediction videos for every pay-per-view we're putting up on this channel. So that's going to be all for our predictions. We'll see from our reaction video who does win the first ever prediction video. And we have a little bit of twist coming up for the future prediction videos that might actually make these things just a bit more cooler. So I've been Chris.
I'm Kevin.
Snowden.
Ryan.
We are part of F.A.P Nation, and we'll catch you guys next time.